When we're talking about the coaching vacancies that were, and now the coaching vacancies that are, it's a hell of a thing to see that many coaches flip that fast from winning programs. Not just, my team was going down, we suck, I'm jumping ship because I know I can do better here. We're talking about the one at the LSU job. We're talking about the Brian Kelly. 11 years at Notre Dame, changed that program around, 10 win seasons galore, back to back, top 10 recruiting classes, year after year after year. And he tucked tail on the, I'd say the eve of potentially being in another college football playoff to go run down to Baton Rouge. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I already know what mine are. I already know how I feel. I want to hear how you feel.
Look, I think it's bullshit, man. I think it's a bullshit move by a coach. And look, everybody out there can miss me with it's a business. He's doing what's right for his family. It's $100 million. You would do the same. Miss me with all the recruiting mumbo jumbo, the early December signing day, and LSU needs him on the boots on the ground recruiting. Miss me with all of that, because at the end of the day, what Brian Kelly is doing right now, or what he has done to the players at Notre Dame, is absolute bullshit. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be allowed. It's not like anything we've seen before. We're talking about a coach opting out of the college football playoffs. We're talking about a coach that's bailed on his players, and it's bad enough you bailed. Secondly, sources are saying that you're trying to take the defensive coordinator from the team before the college football playoffs. Now, we've heard from the college football playoff committee that one of their principles, if you will, as it pertains to making a decision, is one of the principles is other relevant factors, such as unavailability of key players and coaches that may affect a team's performance during their season or likely will affect its postseason performance. Speaking directly to you, Brian Kelly, not only did you leave your team, but because you left your team, the College Football Playoff Committee is going to view Notre Dame as a team that is without a head coach, and maybe less than what they would be if they had their head coach, and could possibly miss the college football playoffs simply because you jumped and ran to Baton Rouge last second. I think it's bullshit. I think it's unacceptable. I think it's slimy as hell. Look, Max, this is something we've never seen, and it's unfortunate for those players. I hate it for the players, to say the least.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is as grimy as it gets, right? I mean, you just read off that criteria, and this team is sitting at the 6 hole with a realistic shot to jump into the playoff, because Oklahoma State's not going to have an easy matchup against Baylor, right? This is 5 versus 8 or 9 for Baylor. And then Bama's playing Georgia. Think about that. Bama loses and Oklahoma State loses. Guess who's supposed to be in the 4 seed? But guess who won't be in the 4 seed because of a punk ass move by the head coach, a selfish, self-serving move. And yet these same coaches are the ones that get on kids for jumping in the transfer portal.
Yep.
For wanting to go to sunnier pastures. And you're trying to preach to them, oh, you need, resiliency, grit. You need to stick it out. You need to understand what it is to earn your job. And the second you flash some money, you bend over and you just say, hey, well, I'm pick these bags up. Good luck to you. Love the gold. Keep it shiny. I'm going down south. I'm trading it for another opportunity. You're saying to the players, you know what? Y'all are good. Y'all are great. But guess what? You're not good enough as what I can get down there. The grass is greener over there. And this isn't good enough. 10 wins a year is not good enough. Being a top 10 team, it seems like every single year, is not good enough. We're independent. We're not beholden to a conference. We've kept our independence. and we've succeeded in spite of it. We've gone into the playoff multiple times. Yes, are they unceremonious exits? Absolutely. But at the same time, we've been there. You've hit that area, and now you're saying, you know what? I need this to make the extra jump. I can't do it, even though you've been over backwards over the last 11 years, changing rules to get more of those quality players in there, and you still don't think it's good enough. And like you said, you're trying to do the extra grimy move by pulling the D coordinator, Marcus Freeman, who would have probably been the heir apparent interim head coach going into that, which would have kept stability, which would have kept things in place. And now you're trying to sabotage that. So it's almost like, hey, I'm gonna sell this house, but guess what? There's a gas leak in there. I wouldn't light a cigarette in there. But go ahead, have fun, enjoy it while it lasts. And you're trying to blow things up. So no, I think it's one of those things that karma is a mother, right?
Yeah.
We all know karma is a mother. And you're not walking into the easiest of situations. You're walking into the SEC West.
Yeah.
And you're probably the 4th, 5th best team in that SEC West before Texas and Oklahoma get there. So good luck to you, Brian Kelly. But I have no love lost for you when you start losing to LSU. I'm going to feel good about it. I'm going to be like, you know what? LSU's on my list. I hope we skull drag them, because I do not like the way that went down. I tried to be nice about it initially, like, oh, you know what? I get academic requirements are stringent, but I'm like, no. There's no credence. There's no quarter. You're getting no comfort from over here, because I look at those young men that agreed, whose parents trusted you with their kids and shepherding them from boyhood to manhood. And you just dropped the ball in that situation because of money. Mind you, Notre Dame has very deep pockets. Yeah. They have their own NBC contract. So I don't get why you couldn't have went back and just said, well, you know what? LSU offered me this. What are you guys willing to offer me? My services are needed. You see where we're at right now. All we have to do is sit and wait, and we're going to luck into a college football playoff spot. And you said, nah, I'm good. Deuces, holla at you.
Max, I don't know how the dude's going to sleep at night. I know that head coaches are cut from a little different cloth. I mean, they talk out of both sides of their mouths. I get it, particularly in recruiting, but I don't know how the guy's going to sleep at night, man. I mean, it's not, to me, it's not about leaving a group of guys. It's not about, telling several recruiting classes that you were going to be there for them and all this kind of stuff. It's about you've worked collectively for a year with this particular group of players, and you are 1 week away from the decision being made that you can go potentially accomplish, get one step closer to winning a national title, what all coaches fight for, what all players fight for, what all athletic directors hire for, what all fans go to buy these tickets and go to the stadium and root for, the national title. And you bounced. I don't give a shit about the money. I don't care about the better job. All that's true, man. Hey, I get it. You want to go to LSU? There's a way to go to LSU. There's a way to exit. And the way you're doing it, the way Brian Kelly just did it, is not it. And I'm about sick and tired of flipping my TV on or turning the radio on and listen to people tiptoe around it and make excuses about it, knowing damn good and well if their son was sitting in that locker room 1 week away from a trip to the national title and the coach bailed and tried to steal coaches, and now the playoff committee's come out and said the fact that you don't have a coach is probably going to be held against you. Man, I'd be hotter than a hornet, boy. Hey, look here. If my kid, if I were in the locker room, I'd be mad. If my kid were in the locker room, I'd have it'd be hard for me not to be in Baton Rouge looking for his ass, much less up in Illinois, wherever in the hell Notre Dame is. Man. I ain't that.
I'm looking at Brian Kelly right now.
Come on, man. How do you sleep at night, Max?
That's how he's sleeping. One eye open. One eye open. Man. That's how he's doing it. And I think, but like I said, karma is a heck of a thing. And listen, I get it. If you're Scott Woodward, hey, listen, I had to go get the biggest gun out there. Lincoln Riley went to USC. We wanted him. I don't know how real it was with Lane, but yes, I wanted to get a successful coach. Yes, check. You got that. But boy, oh boy, there's plenty of other ways. Don't have a top 15 recruiting class. Go 6-6. How about that? Go 6-6, Brian Kelly. Make
Yeah.
it nice and easy. Clean cut right there. They're like, all right, you want to go? Thank goodness. We're going to go get some other guys. You didn't do that.
Hey, Max, you want to know what's going to be interesting, man? And this is, again, it ain't going to be a real popular topic around the country, but it should be. Luke Fickell's he's fixing to do it the right way. Right? I mean, he's fixing to do it the right way.
Yeah.
He's going, because I mean, word on the street is he's the head man on the, he's the lead dog in the hunt for Notre Dame's next head coach. Right?
Yeah.
And he's got a crew right now that he's committed to. And every time he gets asked about jobs elsewhere, he spins it and turns it back to his players. Hey, that's a great opportunity. That's a great university. But right now I'm focused on winning a national championship with my players. And you watch Luke Fickell, he's going to go out there and he's going to see it through with Cincinnati. Now he may announce something, but he's going to see it through with Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And look, look, it's a long shot, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But he's going to see it through in terms of the college football playoffs now. In terms of the college football playoffs, because if they lose against U of H this weekend, all bets are off. But if he wins and he stays in that top 4 ranking, he's going to see it through, and then he's going to take a bigger job. That's the way you do it when there's a national title on the line. Quit mixing this in with the same conversation of Lincoln Riley leaving Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley's ass is going to Oklahoma's going on vacation for a bowl game. They ain't playing for a national title. They're going on vacation. They're going to get treated like kings. Look, hey, Lincoln Riley, you want to go? Get on out of here. Right? All the coaches leaving, that's one thing. Quit lumping what he's doing in Notre Dame, what Brian Kelly's doing in Notre Dame. Quit grouping that in with all this other stuff that we've seen over the last few years. It's not the same.
No, it's not, because I mean, you look at Billy Napier, right? 11-1 squad. He's still gonna coach that Sun Belt championship game, and then after that, he's gone because it's just a bowl game, right? Lincoln Riley, same thing. Like, hey, we sucked it up. We're not playing in the Big 12 championship. I didn't do my job, so I can step aside on this. Mind you, I'm gonna take 4M5 with me. That means star recruits. I'm gonna take those with me. Hey, I'm gonna pull a LeBron. I'm taking my talents to Manhattan Beach on the West Coast. But what Brian Kelly is doing by leaving them in the cold in a prime position for the college football playoff is by far the dirtiest thing you could do. Just no bones about it. It is dirty. It's filthy. It's slimy. And for me, I have to say that if I'm an LSU fan, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy I got him. But at the same time, I'm like, no, this ain't right. I don't like the way we got him.
Yeah. Hey, Big Max, he's a great coach, man.
Yeah,
LSU got their dude. They're going to win a lot of football games, man. But we'll talk about that next week. Right now, we got to keep it real about what's going on. And this is just the fact of the matter is LSU got a good one. LSU got a CEO. LSU did it's a huge upgrade in the sense of a true professional coach from Ed Orgeron to Brian Kelly. There's no doubt about it. But when it's all said and done,
resume's great. Looks
that's
good.
That's it. He's gonna do fine. People are gonna forget about this right here. But damn it, me and you got to talk about it. That's just the fact of the matter.